Oh, Instagram sucks.
What's wrong with Instagram?
Every time I try to go live with a video, I can't hit the go live button. It's just so different than everything else. There's more manual crap. And it's owned by Meta, who owns Facebook, where I don't have that same crap. Hey there, happy Thursday, 99.1 WDJY. We're back. And what I mean by we're back,
Oh, did you miss me? Well, I miss y'all too.
it's Psycho and the Psychic in today for Up the Middle. I'm still Yergs, and with me is still my psychic counter. I'm the psycho. It's been a while. Forgive me. My psychic counterpart, Marz. She wanted to be over on this side, so there you go.
Yeah, it just looked weird.
Hello, my dear. I
Hey.
would ask you how you're doing, but that would not be very genuine considering the fact that I already know. And we may be having a bit of a rant session for Mars today,
Oh
everybody.
yeah. So I'm like trying to mellow out. I'm trying to bring it down.
Right.
So FYI, let's tell you what's been happening the past couple weeks. I am preparing for an event on Saturday.
Right.
And there's lots of other things going on. The kiddo has been sick for a while, and on and off, bad cough and runny nose. But I thought, just change of weather, and she's back at school. And so, but it's been challenging because she doesn't sleep well when she's sick. So I'm up and also trying to get back into school. So I reached out to an old acquaintance and asked him if he was able to do business cards and how long they would take him. And he says a few days. Gave him all the information. Finally, and I remember like reaching out to him saying, hey, are you working on this? A couple of days. And oh yeah, I'm working on it now. Well, he put a rush on it after I had given him all the information. Even when and this is somebody I had worked with before, gave me, a really nice product before. And now I see that, I ordered them. He said he put a rush. Why? Because he started late. They were delivered yesterday in the evening, and looked at them very briefly and said, hey, these are great, whatever, for what I need them for. This morning, we're looking at them again. And I said, wait a minute. There's an error. There's two errors. And I reached out to him and I said, look, my daughters and I just looked at the cards and they don't say what I wanted them to say. And I said, I don't know where the error happened. And then I screenshot it for him and I said, it says it correctly here, but when you did it over, it was wrong. I said, I seriously should have double checked, but I trusted that you were going to do the job the way that I needed to get done because we've worked together before. He says, I was given a lot of information and I sent the proof to you for you to be sure it looked as you expected. I obviously didn't catch it either. We've done this before, so I was pretty confident you were satisfied. I'm disappointed that you got that got by both of us. So I said, is there any way to rectify this? He said, his response, honestly, I wish there was. I feel horrible, even though it's a common error that happens from time to time. I really don't think there is much we can do at this point. The good thing is that it's not very noticeable, and if not mentioned, most probably wouldn't have realized it. Basically saying people won't notice the error.
Yeah. So, first of all, who is this guy?
His name is Christopher DJ Venom.
DJ Denim. You
DJ Venom.
Yes.
Then let me finish reading the conversation. He says, this card is great for contact and info, but once they contact you or any of the links, it will still take time for take them to the right places. And I said, if someone doesn't have a way to access the QR code, they will type the business names in. The business name on the back is wrong. So he says, I had a lady ask for a card and sent me the name of the business, and it was misspelled in her error. The name was on the card like 6 places, all spelled incorrectly, and she proofed it as good to go and was upset it turned out the way that way. I know this don't help you, but I'm saying it has been a problem in the past, and I agree with you. I'm just assuming since they're all connected through you will still be able to benefit from the card. I really do apologize. I wish I would have seen this too. I said, it doesn't help me. That's not my problem because I don't care about the other lady. What do I care about the other woman? I said,
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that you are not running a legitimate business because any other person would want to fix this for me. I said, telling me that there isn't much we can do now is really disconcerting. And of course, I'm not writing in capital letters, but he took this as an attack. He goes, what? How can you say that? Do you realize the clock won't stop for us to fix a problem that neither of us caught? I'm disappointed you are thinking I have a magical powers to correct this. Hence why I send you a proof of the card so you can approve it, which you did. Now you want to call me illegitimate? That's pretty rude and unexpected. I'm insulted and hurt that you would even say that to me. Also, he
So
says, I
I
hustled and
just
hurried to get a job done that you needed. I gave you a price cheaper than anyone could have and gave you a quality work. You even read it as I typed it that way and didn't notice. So he screenshotted for me because he wrote the business name that Luna started is Sun, Moon, and Mars. And he wrote Moon, Sun, and Stars. And I said, right. And you still got it wrong. You wrote Moon, Sun, and Stars instead of Sun, Moon, and Mars. He says, ha ha ha, you should have noticed the error then, and you went with it as if it weren't a problem, and so did I. You should have noticed it there, but you didn't. So don't blame your eyes. Don't blame your eyes. This
I don't know
this
what
falls
the
on you, and now that you've insulted me, I'll allow you to own this as your own fault. I'm shaking. I'm so upset with you right now. That was the end of the conversation because I refused
okay.
to. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
one, DJ Venom, you are the consultant. You are the professional, and you need to act accordingly. I
That's all
have
pretty professional.
well, less than 1,000 now because I've been giving them out. But I have 1,000. I had 1,000 business cards that were the wrong shade of color and the wrong thickness that I did not pay for. And when they came in to the broker who got them from the printer, both agreed that they were wrong because they were blatantly wrong. And so they said, you got 1,000 cards here that we got to throw away. If you feel like you can use them, you can keep them and we'll just work on others later. Well, later never came. I took the cards. I still got them. They're for a hotel that I don't own yet. But I mean, still, the information's accurate. I did not at the time have my mobile number on it because I wanted to use another number.
Right.
I don't have that number anymore, so that's not accurate, I guess. But point being, I write a little bit of information on it, and I got free cards. And the
Yeah.
point being is they were free because they were not correct. It doesn't matter if I gave the right information or not. It's their job to double check with what information they've got.
Well,
If it's not
again, he did
matching
say
what
it.
they've
I'm going to
got,
say this, Ross. He did send a screenshot, but I did tell you also that Luna's got pneumonia. So my head is not in the right place. And I had a phone conversation with this guy. I understand he and his family are going through some issues, health issues, financial issues. And I really thought this would be beneficial because he used to be a DJ. We could bring him on board. But the way he's acting now is more like a child
yeah. But you know
who
what?
didn't do their report correctly. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even insulted or hurt by this because you get what you pay for, first of all.
I was
And
going to say that, but you know what? There still needs to be effort behind it on his part. If he wants to be called a legitimate
that's what I'm
business,
saying. That's
call him out
exactly what I'm
for
saying.
being.
So I own that, again, I sent him all the business names in the beginning because he wanted to screenshot how, um, he had sent at one point where he had written sun, moon, and stars. And I guess it didn't occur to me I thought he was just typing it out, but that he'd go back to the original messages and see all the information there. Because on the logo, it says Sun, Moon, Mars. So I figured he'd realize that by looking at the logo and type it all up correctly.
But
So
that's my point, is that as a designer especially, or graphic artist, or whatever, he needs to, any decent one is going to know to cross-reference information that's on an already approved logo with information that you're putting somewhere else. For example, what you see on my screen right now is Mastiff Media.
mm-hmm.
And over here on the far end, I know it's going to be tough to read, but this line right there is the URL. It's mastiff.media. It's kind of redundant, but it helps you know that the website on here is not .com, it's .media. Well, this thing is called a microphone flag. I have a bunch of cube microphone flags that have just that Mastiff head on the side.
Mm-hmm.
It's for my other microphones.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put them on the microphones, the ones on the left and right are turned just like the others. So the Mastiff head is like this.
Okay. Well,
That's not what my instructions were.
even at this point, if I thought that approaching him in a kinder way, I just don't think that he's going to fix it. He's
Oh yeah, definitely not. Yeah.
crying about it. I mean, I'm making him shake because I called him out on an error. I mean, I sent you the logo. The logo has the name on it. Yeah. Moon, sun, and star. Look, what the fuck is moon, sun? Oh, here we go again.
Ew.
Am I gonna get bleeped?
I don't have that whistle sound like the oops sound.
Yeah.
Shows.
Anyway, so that's what I'm working with right now. And again, I thought, he had done cards for me before, and last time they were great. Also, the last ones he did were rounded corners, and these are
didn't
square.
you say you do them again?
These are square.
Yeah.
And
that's so basic.
Yeah. I thought I'd be getting something nicer, but for the most part, I guess I'm not satisfied. Again, the little star, the little sun here on the back says Sun, Moon, and Mars. So
no, there's no reason for you to be satisfied. You got screwed.
Yeah, I got screwed. Okay.
So no business cards from DJ Venom.
No.
Are you on your social medias also? Your other Chatter and Clubhouse, and are you doing
Am I
that?
on Chatter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on Chatter.
I mean, like for your show, for the show today.
No. I'm not on Chatter for the show today. No, I'm just here with you on. I was gonna log into Facebook, but couldn't figure it out in time. So, but he's following you.
He is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll do a little YouTube and Facebook short.
Just really disappointed. I mean, did you see that when I said when I read that he thought he was disappointed that I thought he had some magical powers to fix this?
Yeah,
really?
That's what tells me that he's not the professional. You don't say that.
It's okay. Like I said, I will hire a professional to do this. I don't know. Maybe I can use these to light my stove. Light my candles from the stove.
Exactly. Is he also a musical artist?
I don't know. He says he was a DJ. Radio DJ years ago. Whatever the case may be.
You know what he looks like?
Sure I do.
I just want to make sure this is the right dude. I'll just share this whole thing and see if you see him.
I can't even see that. No, that's not him. Nope.
None of these?
No. He doesn't work in the radio business anymore, from what I understand. It's been some time. But regardless,
Yeah.
I will not be giving him my business anymore. I will not be recommending him to anyone anymore.
Well, I'm sorry, my dear.
Such is life, right?
Like I was saying with my microphone flags,
I
there
think
is the proof
you're
that
facing
is
the other
wrong,
way now.
that I blessed,
Mm.
but there is also my original instructions that blatantly do not match what
Yeah, that
they're.
was the thing. He was given a lot of information. I mean, anybody else I've gone to for any type of work, whatever kind of information I've given them, they've always stuck to the original. Okay, this is the logo. Let's take care of it. Let's look at it this way. Now I'm just floored. It says the name on the logo.
I mean, the thing about that is you are not expecting to, especially with the prior experience being a positive.
Being a positive one.
But I
And
noticed, well, I
I've never
noticed
had
it,
a business yell at me when there was a mistake
yeah.
made, even if it was my mistake. Yeah.
Well,
And he's hurt and shaking right now.
well, he pointed out the other lady that this all happened to.
That has nothing to do with me.
Well, yes,
What
exactly.
business
But
does that?
but here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a commonality here.
Apparently.
It's not you. Are we identifying the problem now?
Yeah, I'm just saying. I will not work with him again. I will not recommend him.
No, I wouldn't either.
No.
So as you're seeing, I got to take my microphone apart because I redid the camera angle while
Yeah,
you were
see
telling
that.
the story that I already saw or already knew.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to take a break anyway.
Okay.
So when we come back, our first show back for the fall season, Psycho and the Psychic. We'll talk about some of the readings that Marz has given and how we're both dealing with kids that are not where we want them to be in life. One is sick. The other one is trying to trade his car in without any value to it. And we've got to help them both. So 99.1 WDJY, it's Psycho and the Psychic, in on Thursday for Up the Middle. Up the Middle will be back tomorrow and Monday through Wednesday. But Marz and I need to get some playtime together. And so we'll be here every Thursday with you. Be right back right after this. No political commercials today either. This will be about 3 minutes.
Thank God.
Hey gang, does your house smell nasty? Do you want to freshen it up a little bit? Go to aromabypeter.com. Check out all of Peter's candles. It's what we burn here in Studio Yergs. I'm burning right now leather scented candle. That's right, leather scented. So go to aromabypeter.com/Yergs and check out his candles today.
I'm Jane Stahl, retired English teacher, and with my BFF, Susan Bebeck, we manage Studio B Fine Art Gallery in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. We showcase the art of hundreds of local artists, publish books of the poetry, prose, and art of local writers, offer classes, art parties, workshops, discussion groups, cater dinners. We've even hosted a wedding. And we're here to be the go-to place for friendship, learning, and fun in our community. Virtual tours of our exhibits are available right here on Yergs Radio. Let us introduce you to some amazing art and artists.
Check out Jane Stahl and everyone at Studio B in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. Please visit our YouTube channel, Talk TV 24. How's your website doing? I'll tell you how mine's doing. It's awesome. Yergs.com is got to be the best website for anybody in podcasting or any sort of broadcast solo journalist like me. How did I get that? Limit Break Digital. Limit Break Digital did my website with Yergs.com. They did YergerGroup.com. They take care of my marketing, my branding, and help me get the message out to you. Go to limitbreakdigital.com/Yergs for 10% off your next project. That's a $3,000 site, Yergs.com. And you can get 10% off that by just going to limitbreakdigital.com/Yergs today. Talk to Jay. That's my guy. We all got a guy, and Jay's mine. limitbreakdigital.com. Hey gang, it's Yergs. Right now, our country is about
There we go. I promised no political commercials, so we're not going to embark on anything. So what we are going to embark on is getting a little momentum. What kind of momentum? Fitness momentum. At Momentum Fitness and Wellness, formerly Muscle Mouse Fitness in Jasmine Estates, Bayonet Point. Momentum Fitness and Wellness is now renovated, has upgraded equipment, has improved equipment, has new equipment, has new space, you name it. I redid my membership as part of what they're doing with me here. I don't need that plastic little key tag anymore. It's just me. Walk in, show them your phone. There you are. You're in. Done. And if you want to sign up, you can do so online at momentumfitnessandwellness.com or just walk right up to the gym in the plaza by the Arby's and the U-Haul, right on US 19, Bayonet Point and Jasmine Estates. Walk up to the door, scan the QR code, and you can sign up right there on the spot. You want that Hernando Beach body, or you want to get it back? Get some momentum at Momentum Fitness and Wellness. I think I just brought mine back. Maybe not. Okay. There we go. You like that side? So how did that sound? Did I sound all professional? And
I keep telling you, you should send me the script and I'll do the recording for you.
okay. Well, so that's a live commercial. So
I know, I get it. You should still let me do the recordings.
Oh yeah, we can. I'd love that. You do a lot of those, and what I would rather do is send you the talking points for the commercial, and let you write the script that suits your verbiage.
What commercial?
Well, I mean, any of the ones that we do, like the ones.
We'll write the script together. We'll write it together.
But I mean, you know what I mean. I want it to sound like it's you.
No, you don't.
Why not?
You know, I can do a professional script. You don't want it to sound like me.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess there's some rough edges from both of us that we need to play up the professionalism. But that's what they're asking for when they say, "Hey, could you do Marz do the commercial for me?" or whatever. And speaking of which,
Yeah.
we are now growing. And this isn't talking politics. This is talking massive media.
Mm-hmm.
We're on 16 different social media profiles. We're on 2 more social audio profiles. The new Chatter, as well as Clubhouse.
Yeah. Are you streaming on Chatter right now?
I'm not today, but
Okay.
Tomorrow will be, and starting next week, we'll have a setup that it'll be on all of them direct. And in fact, Chatter, I finally have the directions
Awesome.
to enable the desktop version. So you will be able to be on Chatter, and I can take a call, so to speak, from Chatter, bring you up on stage, and you can talk with all of us.
Right.
I
Yeah,
can
we could
do
do
that
that.
now, but it's on my phone, which is not audio connected to the rest of the broadcast. There's actually a small mic on my mic that goes directly to my phone as a totally separate input. But when I play a commercial, whoever is listening via that mic doesn't hear any of that. So it's 3 minutes of dead air. Um, but anyway,
Yeah.
what else is new? How was your summer? Oh, we did. We just hit more drama. That was a total slip. Oh,
Yeah.
that was bad.
Well, you know that I'm single again. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be
I
sorry.
know, but
Please. I hate when people say that too. It should be like congratulations.
yeah. Been
Congratulations.
there.
You're single again. Yeah, it was rough. It moved really fast and I wasn't comfortable with it. And anytime I would say that, I would get, these comments about, I'm doing this for you. And I was like, this is gaslighting. And then I finally said to them, you need to stop saying that to me.
Yeah.
So they stopped saying that. And then at that point, I think that's when things started to deteriorate because they realized that I wasn't going to entertain it. And then when their sociopathic child pushed my daughter to the limits and she said she wanted to hurt herself, I said, the child needs help and he's not getting what he needs.
Yeah.
So I'm happy being here with my girls. My kiddo comes over every week for dinner. My son, only son. My only son comes over every Sunday for for dinner every weekend. And that's that.
Yeah. When you said about moving fast, I go from 0 to married faster than any lesbian has ever known.
Jesus Christ. Well,
But it's because it's both ways.
no, I just,
And you
I
were,
entertained it. I entertained it, Russ, because my daughter fell in love with the idea of having a dad again. And
is that why you
so,
get married?
no, 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 no,
Yeah, exactly. And
no.
you got out
I did.
before it
I
was
got
ready.
out. I mean,
And
there's somebody special in my life.
that's a
That's all
good
I'm
thing
going to
for
say about
everybody.
that.
Yeah, that's a good thing for the ex as well. Is that he's able to fix and start over and do whatever, and you would always want that. But when I say that I go from 0 to married, it's because the other person is feeling that too. And if they're not, we don't go that far.
I wasn't feeling
And
it. I was caught up in
the
seeing my
dream,
daughter so happy.
yeah,
You know,
right,
she was so happy. And it
right.
was, I said, I could probably be happy too, since she's so happy.
Did she notice that you were not?
After a couple of months, she noticed that I wasn't. And she would come to me and say things. And I would always say, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. And she wasn't comfortable. She wasn't happy. And it wasn't fair for her to see me that way. But I really thought I was doing what was best for her. And it used to bother me because I couldn't say I love you. Every time I said it, it sounded forced. I wasn't in love.
Yeah,
I don't even think I wanted to be. So,
really.
yeah. Like I said, there is somebody special. That's a person who's been special to me for a long time. And it's hard to move past feelings like that. So,
But they're not local.
nope.
Yeah,
Nope, they're not local. It's okay,
that's like
though.
a Howard and Robin moment. We get to call him Mr. X, like
I'm
Robin
calling
used
him
to.
anything.
Well, I say we do have some normalcy,
What do you
and that
mean?
is there's a deck of cards in your hand.
I always have a deck of cards in my hand. You know that.
You
Um,
know, I know, but in some of our calls, and when you join on Monday for Mirror Monday,
hmm
I
I
don't.
hadn't. I hadn't had one for a while.
Yeah, yeah, I've
I
noticed that.
had. I was not in a good place emotionally. I think that having grown so much and then taking a step back for this person who said that they would rise up and meet me there, you
Yeah,
know, I wasn't being honest with myself about the way that I felt about them. And I was incredibly depressed when it ended because I had to face the truth. I was not happy during the relationship. I was not in love with the person. I wanted Luna to be happy. You know what I mean?
right.
And
That's an oddity for
what do you
my
mean?
experiences. In that, right after a breakup, as rough as it might have, and as much as it might have been a fight and whatever else, there wasn't so much the depression as much as there was the, I don't want to say joy, but the relief that on whatever level we ripped the band-aid off, and we're not going with that facade that everything's okay when we're both sitting there walking on eggshells, knowing damn well it's not.
There was a relief because I should have realized it early on how dramatic the person got whenever we would have a disagreement and they would pack up everything and want to head back to their home. And I would roll my eyes and I would say, okay, sit down, let's have a conversation like two adults. And, I would talk them off the ledge. And then, see, I've got my Creative Con sweater on, by the way. Okay.
Nice. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Creative Con.
February
Yep.
2025, Creative Con.
So after the first couple of times, it was just like, if this person does this again, I think they only did it once, but I could see the potential for them to do it again. And the second time, I said, I'm not talking them off the ledge. I'm not going to tell them to stay. I'm not going to ask them to stay. I said, when they said, I am leaving, I said, okay. And that was the end of that.
I remember you
Yeah.
saying that he was kind of meandering around and kind of delaying the process, giving you the opportunity to
I
talk it
wasn't going
out.
to do it. I wasn't going to.
And you're like, hurry up, I got something to do.
There was a lot there about how I don't care for their children, and I did until I realized that one of them was affecting my health. And I have to be honest with you, in the past 2 months, my health has improved as far as I don't feel drained as much. I'm still suffering with the chronic fatigue, but the draining of the energy is not as bad anymore. And no, I'm not answering any questions. Somebody asking about, yeah.
Yeah, Asia. You can always
Aisha.
ask a question, Asia,
Doesn't mean I'm
but
going to answer it.
she's right. She's just more venting and telling the
So,
story. Um, I've got other things we can always talk about, but not till Mars is finished with this. But go ahead, put your question in the chat, and we'll see if we get to it.
well, so that's that. So I'm single. I'm very happy. My special person, I'm, we'll just leave that there. They make me smile.
And that's Kate.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what they are there for, in both directions, for you to reciprocate that. Because I found by making my now exes, unfortunately, smile, it also made
Mm-hmm.
me smile. There was that gratification, that sort of effect on someone's life. So, yeah, well, I'm sorry, and I'm also happy because I know you got better things coming.
Oh yeah.
And Speaking of better things, can I just tell you folks how much this lady talking to us right now? I'm not talking about Aisha. I'm talking about my co-host. Kicks ass. Do you remember back in, I think it was the December reading that you gave to me?
Plus, I don't
What was
remember what I had for
supposed to?
breakfast.
Uh,
It's hard to remember readings because I read so many
so
people.
many. Yeah.
Yeah. The only
I don't
thing I
know if it was
remember from
September.
our interactions was that I saw a lot of potential to make a lot of money.
So here's what happened.
Hmm.
As everybody knows, my house was devastated from Hurricane Helene about a month ago. And I've actually been in a financial difficulty from that for the past month because I had just begun putting money away when this happened. And part of that money was financial aid that my son receives, part of which was for housing expenses. Well, he's not living with me anymore. So while he's still getting that money, I'm not going to take any of it because I'm not doing anything for him. He's now living with his girlfriend at her parents' place, and he's getting that, so he sure ain't coming back to me to pay money to do it. Are you nuts? So but there's also the renovations that have to happen in the house, which is going to be paid for by insurance. Maybe not right away, but eventually, and they're on it. The adjuster's been here. I'm also applying with FEMA for assistance because even though I thought I had it, I do not have insurance for the inside contents of my house.
Oh, wow.
So this computer that I spent thousands of dollars to make for this job was up on a table, which was elevated. Unfortunately, that saved a lot of my electronics. Well, now I'm looking to rebuild. But because I'm in a one-story house, I'm not going to remodel the inside only to have this happen again next year, which is what a lot of my neighbors did. Some of my neighbors have imagined this. You went through a hurricane and had to deal with the flood surge, the storm surge that caused flooding, and it wipes out your house. I was higher than other neighbors, so it didn't happen to me. But it wipes out your house. You spend the next almost a year, 8 to 9 months, even maybe 10 months, remodeling, repairing, getting ready to move forward, only to do it again. I've got neighbors
Interesting.
in their house 2 or 3 months, for the past 2 or 3 months, for the first time in 9 months, that are now out again. I'm not doing that. I don't know. This is not that hard, but I'm building up. Getting my finger in the camera. I'm going up. And my point being to the reading that Marz gave me, I am going to be able to build an amazing home in that space for next to nothing.
Wow.
And will the ground level, the house that I'm in now, will not be able to be insured moving forward because they're not going to make that mistake again if they allow me to build up. Those who just remodeled the inside, that insurance company is kicking themselves right now for not pushing them to go up right away. I'm making the choice to go up right away. And as such, I've designed a house that's very similar to this, much more practical layout, and going to be able to host people like Marz and Luna when they visit.
I'm not going to hurricane country.
Well, I mean, the rest of the other 11 months, it's great.
We'll see.
And so when it comes to worth, it's not just about money. I mean, this does have a certain financial value to it,
Hmm.
But things that are being floated around is like, if I do make improvements like this,
Yeah.
it will improve or increase the value of the home, which does increase the tax rate. But they're talking about giving a 30-year grandfathered period at not just the current tax rate, but a new lower tax rate based on the damaged valuation of the house for 30 years. Look, gang, if I make it to 84, that is clearly the rest of my life. And my kid will be 50 years old when he takes over the house. He's going to have a nice place, paid for, all his, and the wife, presuming it's still going to be Kaylee. He's this is girlfriend number 2 since I've known him, and he's clearly traded up. Kaylee's a sweetheart. She comes from a great family. So happy there. Speaking of what appears to be Ashley Brownstein checking in with a wave and a smile.
Hey, Ashley.
Welcome back to Psycho and the Psychic.
Yeah, we'll have more of my my people participating next week, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I gotta find your
My what?
there we go.
Huh.
Go to marcella.com.
So glad you didn't pay this guy to do my website.
Yeah, go to marcella.com for your reading. And the thing about that is, maybe your message ain't going to be a positive one like mine was. The fact that you're getting the information. And I think the first time you read it, you just said it was going to be like a major financial event. Not so much that it was going to be positive.
I don't recall. I just knew that there'd be money coming in, so maybe you can pay me now.
Right. Hang in there, kid. Hang in there.
This is a running gag between us at this point.
No, I don't even get paid.
I need a new backdrop. I need a soundboard so I can record.
Candles.
What?
I gotta get you candles.
I don't want the candles.
I had candles and
okay.
that ruined in my car from the heat. So
I'm good.
I'm not gonna send you candles.
Send them. You know what? You can send it to somebody for me, since they're for boys. I'm not interested.
No.
He's got some nice ones too for ladies.
Oh, absolutely. Most of them are.
Most.
Yeah, he knows who his audience is. I mean, the one I was burning in the commercial, which has been gone, I got to redo that commercial, was a leather scented candle.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's clearly for a man cave. But there's lavender. There's all these like tropical and floral and
I like
spicy,
evergreen.
Yeah,
I like pumpkin.
that's coming. That should be now. I mean,
yeah. I would like an evergreen candle. I think I'm out. I usually, because we didn't have a real tree for a long time, I just would get the evergreen candle and burn that for the holidays.
Oh yeah,
that's
smart. Go to aromabypeter.com/Yergs, by the way. Not that we're doing an actual ad for him right now, but there it is.
Where is PETA? Where does he hail from?
Jersey. He's a Jersey.
Jersey? He's a Jersey boy?
He's a Jersey. And then he and his husband have a place down here that they visit periodically close to me. They're in like the either in the Richies, Port Richey or Newport Richey, or like Dunedin, something like that. But they're on the Gulf Coast with me, not far away. And the husband does a private school.
For what?
Foster children.
Interesting.
Yeah. So he was a big help in me doing the homeschooling for Zach when I was still.
I am considering homeschooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, some things have come up this week that I've been so distracted, which is part of the reason I was not able to really focus on this bullshit. But Luna's had some challenges, and her autism gets in the way of her resolving issues the way a neurotypical child would, or the way that we would. And not to mention she's homesick with pneumonia, so she'll be home until Monday, I believe. But a lot going on, and she's telling me now that on her bus there was some college kid, and I said, "How is that possible? You're on you're not on any public bus."
Right.
So I haven't gotten the full story. I sent a message hoping that somebody would get back to me, because she says, "Oh, they pick up children from other schools too." And I said, "I was not aware of this. I don't want her riding with college students. She's a kid, So, and then she said he kept trying to make conversation with her, and it didn't make her comfortable. I said, "Why am I just hearing about this now? I need to know these things right away." But she, again, her autism, she doesn't think that this is a serious issue unless she's feeling she's in danger. That's when she'll come and talk to me. So
She tries to handle it herself.
she does. She's very independent. But ever since the bullying incident back in
the bus stop
22, the boy who was constantly harassing her on the bus, because he said she was annoying and made too much noise. That's autism for you. But there was someone in Texas says hello. Hello, Texas.
Someone in Texas. Hello back.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
So she's, since that incident, since that occurred, because we have, New York State has a no tolerance law for bullying, but it was not moving quick enough for me because the boy was still antagonizing her every single day. And that's when I went and I said, "No, we're just not doing this. You're going to settle this for me today. I don't even want him to look at her." And I said, and I'll do this. I will call a lawyer. I will say I need representation. I will call a news station, and then I will call the police and say there is a child harassing my daughter, and I want to press charges. And I said this to the school. I will do this. And she came home, and I said, "How was your day?" And she says, "It was okay." I said, "How was the bus ride?" She says, "Nothing happened." So I said, "Okay, good." She said, "He didn't even look at me." Good. And that was the last time she had a problem with that boy. So Luna stands up for herself now. It's just like, okay, you want to have trouble with me, let's go. But I still don't like it.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to advocate for her, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Well, somewhere in Texas. Hello back. This is Psycho and the Psychic. We are a weekly show on Thursdays. So I can't until at least after the election, because we had guests coming in. But did you want to do Tuesdays also, or just weekly for a little bit? What are you thinking?
We can go back to Tuesdays soon. Give me a couple weeks.
Yeah, because I can't do it till probably at least Thanksgiving.
Yeah. No, that's good, because I've got stuff going on too, and I need to prepare. And I want to get our guests back on the air, so we'll have people coming on with us.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
So I got to take one more quick break. When we come back and talk about some of those guests that are coming. About some places we've both been. You're going to be this Saturday, and where I'm going to be, and wherever else. You're listening to 99.1 WDJY, as well as the rest of the Mastiff Media Network. This is Psycho and the Psychic in today for Up the Middle, and now every Thursday. We'll be back after these words. Video. Where's the video, dumbass? There we go.
Hey, gang, it's Yergs. Do you have a podcast? Of course you do. It's probably one of the reasons why you listen to us. Well, I got something for you. Flowsend.ai. All you do is take your pre-recorded data, click, drag, and drop, right into the inbox for FlowSend AI. Click a button, and out comes everything that you're going to need. From the transcript to content, such as keywords, titles for your episode, the timeline, posts for LinkedIn, posts for Twitter, Instagram, other smaller platforms, all the things that it takes you hours to do in literally minutes. So go to flowsend.ai. Tell them Jurg sent you and get your subscription today. Worth every penny. Flowsend.ai.
Hold on. There we go. Get rid of that. Who you talking to? I guess I asked that question already, didn't I? The brilliance and awesomeness of doing a live commercial. Well, I'll tell you who we're talking to. Anybody that calls. I should put that number up right now. If you want to call, do that. Where is it? There's any of them. Well, we are starting, but call us at 1-888-88 Jurgs or 1-844-GAY LGBT. There's another one. All right, put that one up. And how can you do that? Seamless communications. That's right. For toll-free numbers, vanity numbers, just your generic toll-free number, office numbers, things like the software to handle the call on your computer or also on your phone. It makes it seamless. Contact Dar by calling 813-527-0180, and he's the president of the local company for the bigger distributor. He's with Seamless Communications and Biz Phones for You. So there it is. Go to BIZ Phones, the number 4, and the love letter U for more information. Seamless Communications. So you can do that and do that. There we go. You like that side, right?
Because you were looking at me the other way before, and now you're looking away again.
Oh, okay. Well, I trying to get more of the flag of my mic on, but I moved the. See if I do it like that. Now I'm like it's like
Meanwhile, I've got bookshelves and DVDs and
I'm in
craft
a
supplies. See the craft supplies? Everything that she does.
garage.
So, before we go,
Yes.
she got a sublimation machine.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
She's going to be making my merch.
We'll see. As soon as she's feeling better, we're going to start experimenting with it. But she's actually laying down in her bed. She's really congested. So yeah, we thought we'd practice. We got a little one, and Angelica is vacationing for her birthday. As soon as she's back, the three of us get back together, and Sun, Moon, and Mars. Everybody. Sun for Angelica, whose
Okay.
middle name is Star.
I'm going to do
Moon
that.
for my Luna, and Mars for me. More people are calling me that lately, but that's what we're doing. We're sticking with the name La Petite Lune because it was the original business we opened up, and of course you've got Marcella.com, but where you can still get tarot readings.
Mars with a Z.
Nah, either way. No, the business itself, Summit and Moon Mars, spelled correctly, Mars.
Okay.
Yeah, but so that's it. We're gonna be working on those things, and of course I have somebody who's asking me about doing some vocal work, but in Egypt. So
Is there social media or a website for them yet?
I know the person, but I'm not.
No. Sun, Moon, and Mars. Sorry.
Oh no, they're on. We're building that. That's going to be the next link on It's bullshit. Marcella.com.
Right. Yeah.
Thing is, the logo. I'm still. The logo says Sun, Moon, and Mars. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I feel you. Then
And
about what do you got coming up Friday? No, Saturday.
Saturday, I'm doing a party. I was hired to do an event up in Tarrytown. So I'll be reading tarot. And that should be interesting. I worked for this person last year. They run a really nice gathering. And that's what I do.
And that's what you folks should be doing. I'm telling you.
Hire me for your parties.
Hiring this lady. Go to Marcella.com. MARCC. That's important. 2 C's. ELLA.com. You won't regret it. And as we learned, you get what you pay for. And this young lady is worth every penny.
I do.
The sun, moon, and Mars are my witness. Worth
All right, then.
every penny. We got a big day coming up in less than 2 weeks, Election Day here in the United States. So tomorrow,
And somebody special's birthday.
yeah, we got the birthday episode coming up November 1st. 2 more episodes on Friday before Election Day. Tomorrow we don't have any guests, but everybody's going to be checking in, and we're going to have a moment of political free space when Marz calls in to say hello and wish me a happy birthday. That's
Tomorrow?
first. No, there's nobody tomorrow. We don't have any guests
That's
tomorrow.
what I said. Oh, well, hit me up. Maybe I'll come on and not talk politics.
Tomorrow?
I'm joking.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to talk
That'll
politics.
That'll last 30 seconds, and my 2 counter co-hosts will unleash.
I should come read them.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
see.
The Friday after the election
Mhm.
is going to be like a fun show. So maybe
You will not see me.
Oh.
You will not see me.
Well, anyway,
But,
we got about 9
I gotta
seconds.
go. Yeah.
99.1 WDJY. I will see you tomorrow with Up the Middle, and we'll be back next week.
Yep. See you next week.
Oh, there it is. It's noon. All right, my dear.
See ya.
I'll see you again,
I'm
too.
out.
Yep. Great show.
All
Great first one. Welcome back.
Yeah.
I'll see you again. See everybody.
Bye.
You've changed. You know this?
Yes, I suppose I have. How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here!